Good afternoon, everyone. This is Woody Collins with Congo Helping Hands, and we are about to talk about the rainy season in the Congo. But first, I want to thank everybody for stopping by, and also thank everybody who watched us on the replay. There was Frank, and Frank from Minnesota, and also Frank from here in Indianapolis, and we had a number of people from all around the world, some from Kenya, some from the even from India. So we grateful that everybody is enjoying these things, and thank you to my cousin down in Florida. Thank you so much for stopping by, and it is fantastic. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started and start talking about the advantages and disadvantages, as I said, pros and cons of the rainy season. It's a season, so it's like two seasons. Like we all enjoy different seasons here in the United States. And if you're in a location like here in Indiana, we're in the fall season, anticipating winters coming up soon. But each season brings its own likes and dislikes. So it's the same thing when we are in the Congo with rainy season. They have two rainy seasons, one that's going on now in September uh, and October, and it'll be ending sometime shortly, and sometime in November. And then they have another one that starts in the spring, in our springtime, say the February March time frame. So let's talk about the advantages and disadvantages to those types of of a- of uh, of seasons. So let's start off with the disadvantages first. The disadvantage of it is you get a lot of rain. And one of the uh, disadvantages of that is Congo does not have the cities and roadways and villages. They don't do a lot of erosion protection. So therefore, you get a lot of really strange erosion. You always hear about houses that's falling off in a ravine because the water keeps cutting through, and when you really have a heavy rain, it washes houses away, and and you know people get killed, their houses are destroyed. So that's one of the disadvantages of the rainy season. They just don't have erosion control. And I think it's something back from the Belgium time because I can see on a lot of the houses, they don't even have gutters. And so we here, and I know we here in Indiana, and I really see it also in Florida, you have gutters on there to channel the water away from your foundation and away from your house. There's houses and buildings in the Congo where they are almost falling down because of erosion. We just did the school repair, and one of the two of the classrooms collapsed because of erosion. So erosion is a big problem that comes up uh, with uh, with with the rainy season. A second thing that probably doesn't affect a lot of people, but when it rains continuously, sometime for a couple days, and a lot of the rain comes during the day as the sun is heating up, and you have those thunderstorms and cloudy conditions. It wreaks havoc on your solar power. Right now, I was in a discussion group that the rain was keeping a farm that grows chickens and incubate eggs, it was shutting down the power because they didn't have enough uh, sunlight to power their solar batteries up so that they can have a continuous, you know, power. And so they had their freezers and their incubators was going off. So that's another disadvantages. And just that also you see people, uh, you know, just as we miss work during the rainy season, I mean, during the winter, you have school early out and you don't go to work or whatever the case may be. The same thing happens in the Congo because of the rainy season. Uh, People show up to work late because just about everybody walks to work. There's no transportation or public transportation, so when you're walking, if it starts raining in the morning, you don't go to work until it actually stops raining. So that's one of the another disadvantage of it is you have a lot of missed days. Jess was talking with our project manager on the projects that we got going, and they missed a couple of days because it was raining so bad, and they don't work in the rain and stuff like that. So that's the same thing that we have here. So that's the disadvantages of that. So let's talk about some advantages now. What are some of the likes on this? One of the likes is you have two growing seasons in the Congo, two of them, because of the moderate, you know, I'll say warm temperatures and that rain, and that's in between two dry seasons. You have two growing seasons, and they can produce crops from two growing seasons that really works out really well. However, it's fortunately that they do that because they don't they don't preserve any food to last them during the other parts of the year. So therefore, you have a situation where if they did not have those two rainy seasons, I think you would have a lot more cases of malnutrition and also near starvation. So that's an advantage of Congo, and maybe that's the reason why, you know, that they don't worry about trying to save food, come up with a method to prolong their food to, you know, for those periods of when you don't have a growing season going. Uh, Another advantage of the two growing seasons and the rainy seasons is it also cleans the air. You really get a lot of dust that blows around, and so the dusty season, you know, whenever it's dry, it's really dry, and you get a lot of dust on everything, so it actually washes things down and it washes the air and cleanses the air for you. Because during a dry season, you have, if you have any type of allergies or even problems with your breathing, it is really a problem during those during the dry season. Uh, So, and then finally, it's just good for your a change of pace. If you didn't have, some of the places in Africa only have one rainy season, and so they don't have but one crops. But in the Congo, you have two, and it's also kind of gives you more of traditional for us Americans. It gives you a traditional idea of you have a change of season and it doesn't last that long from one time to another. So it kind of breaks up the monotony of the dry seasons and the rainy seasons when you have two shorter periods that goes on. So I think you can probably think of different situations, but I think for a lot of the cases, I see the negative parts of the Congo of the two rainy seasons really, gets bad. We're not even going to talk about the health. with mosquitoes and cholera and all those type things. Those are disadvantages that you have more of those type illnesses there. So I like to give everybody a shout out for all those who's going to watch us on the replay. Thank you for doing that, and we also thank everybody for stopping by. And this has been Woody Collins with another episode of talking about the Congo. And if you like this, give us a like. If you like to share it, please share it to people. And also, if you like to make a comment, please make your comment because I do see those comments and I will answer questions. And also, really thank you for coming on and seeing the program. So we will talk with you tomorrow at 3 o'clock for another episode. And take care. As always, take care of yourself, and your family. Uh, we want you to also wear your mask and wash your hands frequently so that you can be safe. And finally, we also want you to be blessed. So thank you so much, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Uh, Today I'm shooting from a location out on Fort Harrison, and it's kind of good to do this. It's another practice location for me, and I will see you later. Take care.